Hello my friends and welcome to the studio. Yes, all lights are installed. That's the final look. I can change it to any kind of color. Today I was feeling like going for like a Miami kind of 80s vibe. And what else? I'm still very happy about the MacBook M1. Just one cable. It works, Logic, Final Cut, no problem. It's fast. If you haven't checked out my full 1 week review, check out yesterday's video. Today is Cyber Monday. Today we'll do another video about plugins, but I promise you it's the last. And today we'll focus on one plugin, which is by far the most amazing I've experienced in the past 5 years. It does something that saves a ton of time, and since I have it, I'm sometimes at night just for fun opening it and playing around with it because it's so fascinating. It was actually recommended to me by Steve Duda, the one that is making Serum. He told me it's something forward thinking and something that leads us to a new era of music making. As you know, for example, the Isotope stuff, they have a lot of AI stuff implemented and it listens to your song and suggests things. That's nice, saves a little bit of time or gives you a hint. But this plugin I'm talking about is next level shit. Before we get to it, just one little deal I would love, let me check. Because people were asking me what I got for Black Friday. There is another one I got. And that's actually all of the plugins by Rob Poppen. I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. They're really amazing. Like, they have version 2s of most of them. They are not, like, not a whole lot of people talk about them, but these guys focus more on making actually good plugins than just marketing them and paying Instagram to push it. So if you're interested, I'll link down below like all of the plugin deals that are still available. First link in the description. Now really quick, the intro, and then we'll start with that new, amazing, groundbreaking, making me very happy plugin. This plugin solves a huge problem for me. As you might know, Logic isn't really great with drums, drum samples. They have this drum, I don't even know what it's called. Let me check. Ultra Beat drum machine. It's not good. It's really like, it's not good. Let's not even open it. Then instead, I always used Geist. And Geist, does it open? Yes. Geist is like, it's like an MPC. It has these pads, and then it's like a drum step sequencer. You can draw in your kick, and then your clap, and then your off hi-hats, and that's nice and fine. It works, that's what I was used to. I started with Guru, which was the first version, then I switched, or I had to switch to Geist 1. I actually prefer Guru still. Geist 1 was a little overcomplicated and a lot of unnecessary stuff. And then now with the new MacBook, I have to switch to Geist 2, which I just don't like. It's probably great, but I personally, I don't like it. So I was thinking about using something else, and I came across, thanks again to Steve Duda, which is extremely nice because he's actually making his own plugins, but he recommended me by XLN Audio XO. And that's like, it's magic. I'm still on the trial. I have 8 more days left, but I will get it 100%. It looks weird, and it is. It's something entirely new. The first thing when you download it, it will ask you for like adding the folder with all of your samples. It will scan all of your samples, every single one-shot sample you own, and will analyze it and detect if it's a kick, a clap, a snare, a tom, a percussion, like a one-shot, a hi-hat, open, closed, crash, effects. It will detect what it is and put it in this map right here. So every little dot you see right there is a one-shot sample. All of the red ones are kick drums. Every single one of them. And the more you go to the left, the lower and duller they are. And the more you go to the right, the brighter. And what I also really like is, let's say you want to select a kick really fast. You can just swipe through all of these kicks, find the right one extremely fast, and it shows you the path. So you can go back to one you heard earlier. So you never lose them. That's so brilliant, I can't even describe it. That's someone that thought about how to find samples from the ground up with all of the possibilities that are available right now and implementing it into something that just looks amazing, is very efficient, very fast. Like, again, it's my favorite plugin of the past 5 years, without exaggerating. Then let's do another example. Let's take like the stuff you have on 2 and 4, between like claps and snares. The blue dots are usually snares. And the more you go to the right, they turn more into claps. Then the hats in the yellow area. Green is more open. The purple is crash, like really long stuff. And the blue at the very bottom, usually stabs, vocals, that kind of stuff. So that's how all of your samples are organized. No more, I mean, we all know the meme of like producers going and flicking through presets and samples. At least for samples, you don't have to do it anymore. You pick a kick, and if you like it, you use it. If you don't like it, at the very bottom, it shows you similar kicks. Kicks that are close to the one you selected, but might have like a slightly different tone and might fit better to your style and needs. And you can see right here, it's just moving just a bit from the original kick, because the similar ones are organized closer together. This, just right there, is brilliant. But let's now maybe try and build up a beat really quick. We select a kick, you just go in here. I actually already like that one. I'll switch it here to kick. And now you can see right at the bottom, you can tweak the sample. You can make it shorter, longer. You can pan it left and right. You can take control of the decay, for example. You can pitch it up or down. Let's actually put the pitch to 0. Tone, then you have cutoff, velocity. You can reverse it. You can add effects, channel 1 and 2. And you can also tell it when to play. This right here is basically the step sequencer. The kick, I'll solo it. It will now just play the kick. Let me check. Yes. Very simple. If we don't like the kick, just take another one. I actually prefer that. Nice subby little click on top. And now let's maybe select claps. Again here, making sure it flies over. Soloing just kick and clap. I need to draw in the clap really quick. And now again, I can flick through similar stuff. Maybe let's just take that one. And let's select open hats. Let's solo it. Put it on maybe the off beat, just to have like an off hi-hat really quick. And that would be like a standard, very easy, simple house beat. Actually, yesterday evening played around a little with it. So let me load up that one. You can save, of course, everything you do. And the flex one, I don't know why they named it flex, but probably it's just like for anything else rhythmic you want to have. I will go right down to the blue area or tile area.
with a musical beat.
We could choose a vocal.
Simple-minded. Exploration.
It's now chopping the vocal. And now comes the craziest part. Like right here at the bottom is the circle. And it keeps the pattern, it keeps where everything is playing, but it's exchanging the samples, all of them. So if you, for example, want to make 100 loops in 2 minutes, that's the plugin you need to get. So let's play it and just flick through it, selecting for us random samples. I could now continue for hours and hours. It's very creative, it's very fast, it's very intuitive. If any of the samples doesn't fit, I can just take it, drag it in there. I can mute everything. You can also, like with a little lock a certain sample if you already like that, and then continue on flicking through random suggested stuff. Of course, there's also an edit page where you can edit all of the stuff at once. You can, again, pitch, velocity, filter, effects 1 and 2. The patterns, you can also add swing, you can like the groove of it, the percentage, you can add a lot, you can add less, you can add some to some elements, not to other elements. Like basically a step sequencer with like this genius selection of one-shot samples. This will save me a ton of time. This will make a whole lot of fun. Creativity boost, because this way I'm finding samples I would never ever find otherwise, and I can hear them immediately in combination with other samples. For example, sometimes a kick sounds really good on its own, but it doesn't work with the clap. Sometimes a clap sounds really shitty, but actually works really good in a song or in combination with other elements. And this lets you do all of this really fast. I love it. Absolutely love it. There are just some simple small things I would love to see improved on version 1.5 or whatever version it is on. For example, I would love, and maybe it's possible and I haven't discovered it, I just like downloaded it a couple of days ago, I haven't fully explored it, but I would love to have the same random that I have for the samples. I would love to have that also for the patterns. So I could, for example, switch through patterns and maybe find a groove on an element that I wasn't programming in there, but that the program programmed for me. And another thing, like when you have this big map, the star map, let's just call it like that, with your one-shots, if you click on one, you have to like load it into one of those 8, let's call them engines for the sounds. It would be a little faster if you just double click and it would go to the selected one, so you can listen to the sample playing with everything else, just like something that would be maybe more convenient. So you select the engine and go through the samples, it loads it directly so you can listen to it while playing. But other than that, like the general idea of it, genius. Like there's like not a whole lot of stuff that really impresses me when it comes to plugins, because most plugins are the same thing over and over and over again. But this right here is forward thinking, it's new, and it actually makes total sense. It saves so much time. And right now it's reduced by half due to Black Friday, and I don't know how long this will actually go, but give it a shot. If you do a lot of drum programming and your DAW doesn't have something that really impresses you, or you're interested in this new creative way of finding one-shot samples, give it a shot. I'm convinced. I think this will be going on further, my main plugin to create drum loops for electronic music. Anyways, let me know what you think about it. If you have tried it out already, if you think it's nonsense, if you think it's brilliant, I love it. It's linked down below in the description, as well as all of the other plugin deals for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and we'll see us tomorrow back again here in the studio.